Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Your weekly dose, and we're both a little scattered today, so bear with us if we seem a little disjointed. Hey, whatever. You know us, right? It can happen.
Yes, family's stressing us today.
Yes. So, welcome, weekly dose. I'm Deborah.
And I'm Lori.
And we have quite a few announcements, and I want to go over some of the upcoming classes a little bit more in detail because they're great classes that are coming up. And then I got a little demo to show
for us today
as well. So, first thing I'm going to talk about is the Kona Block of the Month Club. Now that I've seen it, I'm tempted. So I didn't sign up, but I think it's going to be something I am going to do. This will be
the pattern,
the full quilt when it's done. And so 12 months, so there's 12 blocks. And it's really cool now that I've looked at it, like, because this is the year I want to expand skills. So this with piecing, being accurate, being right on point, would be a good way to do it and end up with a really nice quilt. So this, and of course, the fact that January is green doesn't hurt. My favorite color. So have a look at it and see if it wouldn't be something that you would have fun doing as well, because you'll get the charm pack. And the whole, right now I'm holding all of the months, but I've got the entire thing here to see what it ends up being. I know, like, oh, it's so heavy. Yeah, see, we're going to be a little odd today.
A little odd. We're always a little odd. It's just the degrees of it.
And sewing machines. Now,
yes,
if you're lucky enough to be looking at getting a new one,
it's our demo sale. So if you're not familiar with our demo sales, we have them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because we have a whole, like, look at all the machines over there. So basically, when you're looking at buying a new machine, there's nothing better than to come in, sit down at the machine, and try it. Especially, a couple of them, because, then you can really know what you're wanting and what you like.
Yeah. Get the feel.
Try it between different brands and just get a feel for it. So we have a lot of machines out, but after a while, it's not that they get old.
No, it's approximately every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
We
But
do a turnaround.
we like to turn them over and, put out either different machines or we don't want to use a machine like too much. So we then have a demo sale. So all the machines that are out of the box, they're on for an extra 10% off the sale price. Mm-hmm. They still come with warranties.
Yes.
Before it goes, it's got all its warranties in place, everything else like that, but you get a better price. Save 10%. Hey, woohoo! So if there's a machine you've been looking at and you've come in and you've tried it and you're like, oh, you've been sitting on the fence, now's the time. Come get the demo model.
Absolutely.
And then it gives us an opportunity to get out new ones and play with them. We get
that benefit, and you get the benefit of an extra deal on a machine that's in exactly the same shape as it came out of the box.
So now, with the demo sale, it's basically one. We don't have several of the same one. So if there's one that you really want, so it really is a first come, first serve.
Yeah, exactly. So once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, so come on in, check out what we've got, play around with them, see which one suits you, and then get your 10% off and take it out the door.
Take it out the door.
But yeah, if there was one that we were looking at, don't hesitate if you want to do this, because the sooner you come in, the more opportunity it has to be.
Yeah, because they're not being held. Yeah. So if you want it, then come and get it, and off we go. We will be starting a Valentine's Day fabric sale on Thursday.
Yes.
So that will be 30% off all Valentine's fabric until February 14th.
So if you're looking at doing some decorating or some things, see this year.
Or gifts.
Gifts. There you go. In addition to all the stuff I'm learning with sewing, part of it is to create some home decor themed for the different stuff. And so Valentine's, I did a table runner, and I've got a couple of other things. So if you want to do those kind of things, Val's getting upset with me.
That's too bad. She's living.
Well, no, it's just because I made the mistake of going to Winners not long ago, and they had a whole bunch of really cute Easter little things.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe she has it right.
And so I had Macy with me, and so we go down one aisle, and I'm like picking up a couple things, and then I said to Macy, I said, no more. I says, don't let me buy any more. And then we turned a corner. And then she goes, oh, isn't that cute? I'm like, oh, yeah. And so I put that. And she goes, yeah, I thought you said no more, but you weren't supposed to show them to me. And then we went around the corner, and there was another. And so Val made the comment. She comes up. She says, what are these things doing? They're like multiplying. I says, because they're bunnies, and that's what they do. Yeah.
Okay.
So my house right now, I got like Valentine's stuff all over the place a little bit that I'm still trying to find. And then Easter stuff is there, and I still haven't gotten Christmas in my living room downstairs put away yet because I have to get a couple of new containers, and I haven't had a chance to do it. Okay. And so I've got, you come to my house, I've got a little bit of Christmas, I got a little bit of Valentine's, got some Easter in there. It's like, pick a holiday, I've got it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know. I've seen the Christmas display. I'm still
upstairs is
from
put away.
blindness.
Upstairs is put away. It's just not downstairs yet.
Good. Well, actually, I still have a couple of Christmas, and I didn't really decorate, but I still have a couple of things that are still sitting in a spot where they really shouldn't be. But that's okay. Now, big learning things coming again, like because I am upgrading skills. Always, this is my year. Husqvarna educators are doing 4 great Zoom classes coming up, and each class is only $15. And anybody can join.
It's so not necessarily Husqvarna
it doesn't matter your machine.
It's just the educators are from Husqvarna, and they will kind of promote or lean towards those, but the information that they're going to give you is going to be transferable.
Yeah, exactly. So, and Elaine and Margaret, and they've been here when we had our Husqvarna event in the fall. I think it was the fall. I lose track of time.
Yes, it was the fall.
Okay, good. First class is the tips and hints for free motion stitching. Just one of the things that I'm working on. So this definitely, my name's going in there. Mm-hmm. And it's going to go over machine setup and accessories, flat versus hopping foot, speed control and start-stop functions, straight versus decorative stitching, and yarn coaching. So that's a lot of information in just one class. It will be Zoom during the day. And next one is using your machine's decorative stitches in quilting. Now, this is something that I already do a great deal with.
You can always
but
learn more.
I want more. There's always more to learn.
Yes.
Somebody else has other ideas. They have better systems. And it never hurts to learn somebody else's ideas because it just expands for you.
Yes.
You get something better out of it. And the third class is getting started with ruler work. Again, something else I want to start to learn, and do a great deal more of. So between embroidered quilts and ruler quilting and free motion, this is where I want to start to really, really focus. So this was another one. What is ruler work? Special setup needed. Quilting tables and extension tables. Always you need to set that up. Choosing the right rulers and computerized settings. Again, a lot of information in a Zoom class, which you're sitting at home. You can sit there and have your tea and, and take your notes and do whatever. And it's there. You've got it. The last one is best tips and tricks for quilting with your embroidery machine. So again, something else that some of us do a lot of, and anything that can, make it easier and get tips. They're going to talk about the best hoops for quilting, quilting with embroidery designs, piecing blocks with embroidery, edge to edge continuous quilting. Oh my God, I stumbled over that. And creating your own quilting designs.
Yeah, so it's going to be
some of that.
Yeah. So it's going to be really good. So we're taking them. As a teacher, even though I teach and I haven't done everything. And sometimes you run into something and you're like, So we learn from each other. So I am constantly taking classes to continue my education. Because I don't feel that you ever know everything.
Totally. I totally agree.
What works in one way doesn't necessarily work in another way. And if you haven't done that before. So these are going to be really, really good classes. Now they will fill up quickly. And there is, even though it's Zoom, there is limited space.
Yes.
So if it's something you want to do, you definitely want to get onto the website and get registered.
Yes.
Before those spaces all fill up.
They are extremely inexpensive for the knowledge that you're going to take away.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. And one thing about creative people, they want to share. They really want to share what they've learned, what they do, how it works for them. And they're incredibly helpful and want to assist anybody who wants to expand their learning curve. So, when you can get people who are willing to do it, get yourself in there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Now some classes that are coming up. These are kind of want to go over them just because we've had some questions. And so if one person has a question, there's probably a few of them.
Yeah.
So we have cake therapy with Tom. It's on the 29th from 3 to 4 here in Surrey in person. And then...
It was today in Country Folk.
Oh, yeah. So that's why Tom's not here. He's out in Chilliwack.
That's right.
They said he was in Chagall.
Yes.
So you're going to learn a lot. Worst case scenario, if you absolutely learn absolutely nothing, which you will, Tom's hilarious, right? It's a cheap entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cheap entertainment.
And
Come on
everybody, if you've ever met Tom, you know that can be a fun hour and a free pattern.
Yeah, so come on in. It's going to be lots of fun. It's Thursday afternoon.
Show and tell.
Wednesday afternoon. Thursday is my class on understanding stabilizers. Okay, we get so many questions on this. It's just that, yes, sometimes the pattern says which stabilizers to work or to use, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and they're like, well, what's the difference between this and that one? And it can get confusing. So come on in. It's a 2-hour seminar. We're going to have lots of information on the different types of the stabilizer, why they're different, when you would use what, and what your end, depending on what your end goal is. And so this is for machine embroidery, not stabilizers in general. This is machine embroidery specific stabilizers. So we've got that. And then
planning a panel.
Yes.
So this is one that as I spoke about probably the very beginning of the year, I want to plan the panel. I want the free motion. I want the ruler quilting in order to build these panels. So you got the panel now. So, and it's gorgeous, or you got several. Bring one into the class. Yeah, I don't know how many I have. I don't even want to think about how many I've bought that have not been put into anything as yet. So if that works for you, if you'd like to do a panel, kind of like what we're looking at from behind us, if you could see the whole thing. This is
a sample of Sandy's work.
Yes,
look at that.
Planning a panel. So bring the panel if you have one. Some grid paper, pencils. We're gonna sit down and go through and help devise a plan or show you how to move forward with planning your panel, because you just don't want just that.
When you leave, like Sandy will have given you so many ideas for your panel, you go from having, I don't know what to do with it, to which one do I pick?
Information overload. Because like if you've seen any of her panels, you can see that this is an area where she just excels.
Yes, and she is moving to Ontario, and so this is probably going to be one of the last times you're going to be able to pick her brain.
Yeah, so do it.
Come on in, pick her brain. Yeah. And then my St. Patty's pillow. Okay, so this is a machine embroidery class. It can be finished. It's a pillow, but it can also be a table runner type thing. So this is it. So we're taking some different patterns. So like these ones here, we're going to be adding mylar to the back of them. We're going to be doing border quilting, a whole bunch of different tricks, taking something that's done one way and kind of doing it a little bit different this way. And this, finishing it off to be this, a little bit more. There's a few more extra pieces that are going onto it, but I went to finish it and realized I had run out of wash away stabilizer. So guess what I'm buying after today is wash away stabilizer.
But one of the things about this, even if you're not into decorating for St. Patty's Day, you're going to learn new skills of how you can move forward with other things.
Yeah,
because it's just that's what she's done. She's devised a pillow.
Yes. So it's a 2-part. So first day, we're gonna work on a couple things. You're gonna go home, do a little bit of homework. I know, and then come back, and then we'll put the.
Is it really
together? Well, yeah, because you got to do it at home.
Yes, but it's sewing.
Yeah. So quilting, it's de-stressing,
embroidery.
So we'll do that, and then so it's gonna be fun. And you kind of learn how to kind of maybe even kind of create a pillow on your own, taking from a few different things. So there'll be lots of things you can learn from it.
So, and then we have coming up, learn to use your sewing machine level 1. Now, if you bought the machine from us, from Tom's, from Burnaby Sewing, or from Country Folk, that is a free class to you. Call the store and we will put you into the class. You don't need to sign up online. You just call the store and we get you into that. And then we have free motion quilting with Tom.
So this is in person. So yes, we've got the free motion for the Zoom, on the Zoom one. This one's in person. This one you're going to bring in your machine, and Tom's going to show you and help you adjust your machine and look at what you're doing and get it from a text. Like he does both. Like, so he's a sewer and he's a tech. So he's really going to help you to be able to pinpoint some of those things that you're doing for your free motion class. Yeah. So you're not got more eyelashes and Tammy Faye. You want to make sure that your machine is set up right.
Or Tammy Faye.
He does it. It's going to be really, really good. It's good hands-on. So there are 2 sessions in Surrey. One February 15th. The other one is the 21st. There is a couple of spaces left in both of them. Deborah's in one. She's in on the 15th. Well, I was going to be in that one, and then it was going to be real fun.
Oh, yeah, that would have been fun.
But the universe decided to split us up, probably for Tom's sanity.
And that, you know what, that may have been what happened. You went,
and so I had to switch classes. So either class you take, you'll get one of us. So that
and apparently we're famous.
Yeah.
And some standing classes, again, the sit and sews, Mondays here in Surrey, and Wednesdays at Country Folk. So that brings us...
I got you.
Oh, no, she had something.
So, because I couldn't finish my pillow, so I started on my other one. So this is an upcoming class, too. So
none of us have ongoing projects, right?
Like 27 of them. I got all of them in various stages of being cut and or partially sewn or whatever. I did not take Andy's class to heart about being organized and only having 12.
I'm working on it. But
So you can see it. So this is the new Kimberbell pillow. It's called Hopping Down the Bunny Trail. And remember how I was saying, decorating for, so you got to see this. Now, this is going so beyond my comfort zone because I picked yellow as my background. Like, that almost killed me. But look how cute. And this is velveteen. And it's a little velveteen rabbit. And then We've got cherry blossoms. Now, I haven't finished this one off, but a lot of these little blossoms here, it's fringe, so they're going to be all fuzzy. And then I haven't gotten rid of the. Well, okay, it was 11 o'clock last night when I finished it.
Excuses.
And if I would have tried to do it last night, I know things would have went wrong. But that's the start of it. But it's going to look so cute. So if you don't have to finish it off as a pillow, you can do it as wall hanging. Actually, I finish them off flat. I don't put the pillow in, and then I hang them on the edge of my fireplace. And so I've got a series of them. So I've got ones for Halloween. I've got Christmas ones. I've got the St. Patrick's Day one. I've got Easter. Now I'll have 2 Easters. Good thing I got 2 fireplaces. They're multiplying like bunnies. And so we've got. So I gotta make more. I gotta come up with some other ones. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna be lots of fun. Okay.
All right.
So what are you gonna show us?
Okay, I'm
Deborah's
going to show
our
you
demo today.
a couple of things.
Okay. So I'm gonna tip this down so we can kind of see what you're doing. So you kind of have to work a little bit so that you're not quite upside down. So you kind of have to.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that they're looking at you this way.
Looking at me this way. Oh, Lord, love us all.
We do. He does. He loves us all.
Yes, but.
Okay. There's a few people he may not like, but.
Lordy. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the sticky arrows, ruler stickers, whatever you want to call them. But I've just recently started using these because I've never done this, like forgotten which line I was picking to trim a seam ever. But it will come in handy when you are, reach that point in your life where it does become quite challenging. So basically, okay, just for the people who do Hoop Sisters or embroidered quilts, I make my seam allowance when I'm putting them together bigger than the 1/4 inch that everybody tells you. Not quite a 1/2 inch, just shy of that, because when I'm doing the sashings on the back, because they're both done, I want a little bit more to work with when I'm pressing. They press better for me when there's a little extra. So I don't want quite 1/2 inch. And so there's my 1/2 inch, and I'm going to, and therefore I've marked it here with my ruler so I never mess up, hopefully. But, and then, just make my cut, and I just do that all the way around. I even have to use my little marking pen to mark the direction, because when you're joining with this one, because most of these were color coordinated and I don't do that, I do more monochromatic embroidered quilts, they didn't go together as easily as you would think. I had to keep checking it, so I had to keep putting arrows on them to show up so that I didn't mess up. But on your regular ruler, just to do your cutting, extremely helpful. Another idea for them is, if you're using your ruler quilting, to show you which design you are picking, which side of the ruler you're using, what you can mark off your arrows, like your marking spots for your ruler quilting. These things are reusable. You just take them off, stick them on, take them off, and they're going to last many times. And I think in the pack you get 192. So it's really going to last a long time. Actually, it's an economical purchase just for that. And then there's I also want to make like a Jane Austen quilt.
Can you see that?
I don't know. Can you see my, do we need something underneath it to help?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
There
so
we go.
Then if you wanted to
it.
pick your size, because again, sometimes you're just moving along and you're just grooving and you start, oh Lord, that was the wrong size. You can mark your size here.
What I
mark
find
the
is
whole thing.
Sometimes when I'm doing a project and I get started and then I walk away because I'm doing something else and it might be 2 or 3 days before I get back to it, then it's like, okay, what size, which one? So this way it would mark it.
Yes.
So that I know which size that I'm doing, especially if I've got multiple projects going on and multiple different sizes, then this one's like, okay, I'm using this and this size for this. And so it helps you to keep track, because I try notes, but I lose the paper.
Well, I use notes, but I have a notebook beside each machine so that, and I try to keep a record of what thread I'm using, what fabric this is, what this is. But sometimes you just get moving along. I left that open. You just get moving along and, things happen.
Yeah.
You're listening to music, you're on the phone. It's like,
well, I think, and that's the other thing is like you get in that groove.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you're just, you're just doing whatever, and you're just kind of, you TV on or your music, and you're just, you put it down, and then you start working on muscle memory.
Yes.
And so then you're not thinking what you're doing, and then you just start cutting, and then you realize, crap, I hit the thing. Whereas you've got those little arrows there, then it's that physical reminders, like this is where I'm starting, or this is what I need to take and do. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of other ways you could probably use them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And if anybody's got any ideas that they use them for, share.
Yeah, pop it in the comments.
Absolutely, share. And again, I'm going to pull up this. I'm really going to have to join this because, well, hey, you know what?
Well, I did the Basics Club, and
I did that. Yep.
So you know how I'm redoing that snowman quilt, right?
Yes.
And so, I had it sitting there, and I'm like going, I gotta start picking fabric for it. And then I did the basics, and the first month is blues, and there's 3 of them in there going, oh, this is gonna work in my quilt. So I've already used, assigned 3 of them to a project already. Yeah. And they're not colors that I would have that I had in my stash because they're not colors I would have normally graduated to.
Yeah, this is just one of 3 Kona clubs we have. This is the block of the month?
One of 3 clubs, because we have this block of the month, the regular Kona club where you get
right, and then the basics.
And then the basics. Yeah. So it is a great way to build a stash. I seen a little thing, it sits there, and you know how, it's impolite to ask a woman her age. It's also impolite to ask how much of a stash she has.
You can ask. You just can't make a negative comment. Because there's no negativity involved in having one bedroom and a dining room completely full of fabric. It's just not
never have too much fabric.
No,
because
you know what? If something was to happen, I could stay at home for probably the rest of my life and have enough fabric. So
yeah,
yay me. Okay, so that is us for this week.
Yeah.
And you know what? We'll be back again next week, so don't get too lonely.
No. And if you do get lonely, come in and visit us at the store.
Come and see.
Come say hi.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Come check out all the fabric. Come check out the machines. And we'll happily help you out the door with one.
Yeah, because there will be an upcoming episode of me demoing on
the M8. I have an idea.
Oh no.
I should demo the M17. But because I'm not in the store very often.
Well, then you just have to come more.
No,
you're not taking it home.
Why not?
Because I'm just going to have to learn to use the M8 before I buy it. That's what's going to happen.
There you go.
Okay.
So, but yeah, come on in, come on down, come check us out. Check out all the fabric we've got. Come check out the machines. Come visit with us.
Classes, Kona.
Come join some classes.
Yeah.
And then that.
Okay.
And keep us out of trouble.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Take some classes with us. More fun.
All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the cold and freezing your tushy off, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes. Okay.
Bye.